Delighting customers. It's a phrase we've all heard by now, and sure, it's an interesting concept. Nobody would disagree with that. But in support, it might be a little bit far-fetched to think we're actually going to delight the customers. I mean, it's not like they're calling us because they want to.
Hey, this is Symantec Support. Mabel speaking. Can I help you?
Mabel, it's Mitch with Flynn Hagar and Associates. How you doing? Oh my God, you won't believe what just happened. I finally figured it out. I got it going good. I got your software. You told me it wouldn't work, and I got it to work. You got a WebEx in. Check this out. This is amazing.
Or because they're going to reap some personal gain.
Congratulations, Mitch. You have won the award for the most cases opened this month.
Yay!
The customer's only calling us because the product they paid good money for is broken and they want us to fix it. And they generally blame us for it being broken in the first place.
I understand, but installing our software isn't going to cause your printers to go offline?
No, it worked before, and now it's not.
So maybe saying delight is a little bit too much of a strong word. You know, I mean, our job in support is just to fix a technical issue, right? Maybe appease would be a better word.
Yep, that looks like it fixed it. Yep, that sounds good. Bye.
Actually, it is totally possible to delight the customer who's called in for technical support. To explain, I'll use a model developed by Dr. Kano Noriaki, a Demi Prize-winning educator and consultant. See, Kano believed that not all attributes of product or service performance are equal in the eyes of the customer, and that some attributes create higher levels of customer loyalty than others. The Kano model, developed in the late 1970s, provides a simple means of distinguishing between essential and differentiating attributes in customer satisfaction. Thanks, Wikipedia! The model shows that there are 3 types of customer needs, and is illustrated by using one of those 4-quadrant XY graphy thingies. The y-axis represents the quality of service provided, ranging from defective to effective. So an example of this would be like in a hotel room. If the sheets on the bed were worn and dirty, that would be a defective level of service. And somewhere in the middle would be clean, but maybe worn and discolored. Then over on the effective side would be nice, new, clean, soft sheets. The y-axis represents how satisfied the customer is with the service provided, ranging anywhere from dissatisfied to satisfied. In the middle of this are the customers who are just simply indifferent. So using the same example, if the sheets on the bed are dirty, the customer is going to be totally dissatisfied. If the sheets are nice, new, clean, and soft, they'll be satisfied. And then if the sheets are kind of worn, maybe a little bit discolored, but still clean, the customer will basically be indifferent. Now with indifference, they're not necessarily going to complain, but they definitely won't be recommending this hotel to their friends. The first type of need are those that the customer simply expects to be addressed. If you don't effectively fulfill these needs, the customer will be very vocal in their dissatisfaction. On the other hand, even extremely effective fulfillment of these needs will not result in a satisfied customer, merely an indifferent one. These are the must-haves. So if you walked into a hotel room and found out that there were no sheets on the bed and that the hotel expected you to provide them, you would be totally dissatisfied and probably leave. But on the other hand, nobody ever walks into a hotel room and goes, "Oh my gosh, there's sheets on the bed! Woohoo! This must be one of them 5-star joints!" So now we ask you, what are some of the customer's must-haves when it comes to technical support? The second type of needs are those things that the more effective you are at delivering the service, the more satisfied the customer will become. These are the primary satisfiers. So if the sheets are clean, ragged, and dirty, dissatisfied. Clean, but faded, not particularly soft, indifferent. Crisp, clean, and soft, satisfied. And from there, the softer that the sheets are, the more satisfied the customer will become. Throw on some extra pillows, maybe a feather one, they're even more satisfied. Clean, quality bedding, the more satisfied the customer will become. So back to you. What are the customer's primary satisfiers when it comes to technical support? The final needs are the needs that the customers don't even know they had. As such, even if you're not so effective at delivering, the customer didn't expect it in the first place, so they won't be dissatisfied. But the more effective you become at delivering, the more satisfied the customer will become. These needs are called the delighters. So a delighter is a need that the customer didn't know they needed. So back to the hotel example, that would be something like silk sheets, a feather comforter, or maybe a select comfort bed. Whichever delighter it may be, the customer was never even expecting it. So even if you don't deliver it 100%, the customer won't be dissatisfied. But when they climb into that bed with the soft, clean silk sheets, the feather comforter, and the remote control to adjust the firmness or the softness to their liking, they're gonna be delighted. So now that we've explained the difference between a customer that's merely satisfied and one that's delighted, let's go back out to the floor and get some more ideas on how you can delight your customers.